An IKEA dresser, and as you can see here, there are no drawers in it because the drawers broke. And this was in the bedroom, and the drawers broke and we couldn't use it anymore, and it was driving me nuts. So at first we were going to get rid of it, and then I decided that I was going to repurpose it as a sewing table. So I actually went to Home Depot and I got some wood. It's not quite the right size yet, but they're gonna go on, I'm gonna put them on the little racks here to make 3 shelves. And what I think I'm going to do is Mod Podge some scrapbook paper or contact paper or something, and then use this spray paint to make it a gloss finish, a waterproof gloss finish. And so it's crafty and pretty and makes those little shelves. And then I am going to buy a sewing machine, and so I'll keep that on top. And the shelves will have fabric and notions and whatever else I want on that. So that is my project. Okay everyone, today's the day. I bought a sewing machine. Woohoo! So I ended up going with the Singer Talent 3321 basic manual sewing machine. And I went to Joann's and I looked around. So I also got at Joann's, I got this really beautiful scrapbook paper. It's kind of it's a black, but it's a faded, so it turned into more of an espresso color, and I think it goes pretty well with the color of the wood. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use 6 sheets per bookcase board or shelf here. So I'm going to show you how I'm doing this, but I'm going to Mod Podge them on to the shelf, and then I'm going to do a clear gloss spray paint to make them waterproof. And then I'm just going to slip the shelves in on these gliders, and then they'll be they won't be permanently attached, so I'll be able to take them out. And I'm only going to be keeping like notions and fabric on them, so like I don't need them attached in there or anything, so I'll be able to take them out if I need to have more room to sit or whatever. So I am super excited about this. I love this. It's very classy. It's very it's crafty, but it's also really pretty and elegant. So I'm so excited, and I can't wait to show you guys what I'm doing. Okay guys, I've got my sewing machine set up, and I tried it out and it works great. And I have my shelves in, they just slide in like that. My next step is going to be covering them with the fabric. We had a plug down here, so we made a little box for it in the backing, and I brought home all of my fabric and my patterns. I'm so excited. So the next step is going to be covering them. Okay everyone, my sewing table is complete. Yay! So here's a little bit of what I did. This was an IKEA dresser, a small dresser. It had 3 drawers. And I took out the drawers, the little gliding things here that were on the drawers. I left those, and then I have the little sheets of wood that I covered. I Mod Podged scrapbook paper on top of it. I Mod Podged on the bottom, and then also you can see kind of the gloss over it to make a semi-waterproof, easily wipeable surface. Underneath them you can see I did just so that it went over on the bottom but not the complete bottom, and then just slid them in. So there's 1, 2, 3 shelves, and the bottom, this right here on the bottom of the dresser was wood, not the brown wood, it was raw wood, and because a drawer was right there in it, so I just covered it with the scrapbook paper. And then this is a little block just to give some support to this bottom shelf, and I just covered that entire thing with scrapbook paper as well. I didn't really care about these little holes. I or anything, so I just left those. You could probably cover them or paint them or something. I cut a little hole out right there for the plug, so I can have easy access to that if it's in this position where there's a plug that it's covering. And you know, these shelves aren't too sturdy. I should have gotten sturdier ones, but it'll do for like a few pieces of fabric and scissors and pins that I'm working on a project. I won't really keep a whole lot of stuff on here. Primarily it'll be my surface for my sewing machine and a place to sit at and work on projects. But I really like it. I think it's really cute. This actually didn't cost too much. The scrapbook paper was a few bucks, and the boards were a few bucks, but it was actually a very inexpensive project. And of course we already had the table, so I loved doing this. It was a lot of fun. It was a little DIY project, and I just love repurposing things and upcycling, and I think that's just such a cool idea. So that's my sewing table. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. She loves curtains too.